Welcome once again to our official launch of Blockchain 4.0. 1, 2, 3.
Hey everybody, can you still hear the voice, the music or anything?
I cannot.
Ah, okay, me too.
Mike, I cannot hear anything.
Okay, Luinzi, are you there? Okay, we can't hear the music now. Okay, good now.
No, it's back.
Yeah, I can hear now.
Wow. Wow. That was a life-changing experience. Listen, the guys in Asia really outdid themselves. Senhog, Bob, Mike, and all the other leaders also, because Alan worked really hard on that project too, and many other names that I don't know by heart. But you can mention some of the people that you want to thank for that event, Mike. I want you to mention them that I haven't thought of. And without taking too much time, take it away, Mike, because this is our Asian call once a week at 9 o'clock Wednesday night for Asia. We're going to be here every week at this time. Now, listen, we already shared that with everybody in Asia and Malaysia and Africa. We have calls at all different times. So if you look at the post I did today, you'll see that there's calls. I put all the different times for today where you can invite people to. So you know what? We'll prepare a nice schedule, right, Senhak? And we'll share with everybody. So if you have contacts in Africa, contacts in Europe, contacts in America, contacts wherever in the world, we have a call where you can invite people to. Now, why are we doing these calls? Is because, you know, like Mike, he's very good. He can sign people. Like you listen to Mike after 10 minutes and you're sold. That's not the same for everybody. For some people, it's a little bit different, okay? A little bit difficult. That's why we're doing these calls. We're taking Cloud Token to the next level. It's all yours. Share your screen, Mikey.
All right, man. All right, can you see my screen? Is that a welcome?
Yes, Mike. It's the perfect.
All right. All right, so I'd like to officially welcome everyone to come onto this every weekly Zoom call, wherever you are calling from, be it in the morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, or whatever midnight it is. Welcome, because today you're going to witness something that is going to definitely change your life, because we have already changed thousands and thousands of lives. You know, some people change their life in a week, some people in a month, some people in a few months, and we are only into it for just a few months. And if you can right now, you want to put all your communication device, you know, or your notification, just off it, put it to silence, you know, because the next 45 minutes, you're going to be able to catches something that will definitely change your life. So if I were you, I will pay full attention on this because it is definitely worth your time here. All right, without further ado, just a little bit of introduction of myself. I'm an international speaker. I wrote a book called Bitcoin Revolutions, and I'm super passionate about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin particularly. All right, if you want to get my book, you can look out for it. All right, and I'm on Facebook. You can check out me, and I'm living a life on passive income. So a lot of people ask me, how could you live a life that on passive income? How could you not work for the last 15 years? How could you travel around the world from Melbourne to skydiving, to scuba diving, to snowboarding, to helicopter rides, bringing parents, kids, and so on and so forth. And it is all about one thing called, to have passive income. And a lot of people ask me, how do you earn passive income? It is very simple. All right, you find a good vehicles, team up with a good team, and so long that make sure that the team have a system, follow it 100%, trust it, and your life will take it from there. All right, so today we're going to talk to you on something that is going to be huge, beyond your imagination. Okay, so before I start, just like to share you certain things, and you may find something. What does all these three people have in common? Sir Richard Branson, Bill Gates, and of course the Asian Jack Ma. Three of them are all billionaires. All right, and a lot of people ask them, how do they make their million? Sir Richard Branson, created a brand new, Virgin Atlantic Airlines, and so on and so forth. Many things out there. It is all about lifestyles and things like that. And of course, Microsoft, invented the software, and it's all about they finding something out there. Of course, Jack Ma created the biggest retail in the whole world, but they don't own any retail outlets. Hear me. So it's about they finding the right trend. Is trend important? Is huge out there. If you find the right trend, you can make a lot of money. And of course, it's about the right timing too. If you have the right trend, the wrong timing, sometimes it doesn't take off. But if you have the right trend at the right timing, oh my God, this is going to blow up. All right. And more importantly, if you have the right trend and the right timing, most importantly, you got to take massive action. And with these three go in place to come together, you will definitely make a lot of money, and your family wealth can just change from there. So we are going to witness a platform that you are at the right trend right now, with the right timing. Most importantly, you can take the right action out there. So what are we talking about first? Let's look at about what are the trends in the world before this. You look at this Kodak camera. Kodak is in film, and they once are the #1 camera in the world. But because they fail to change, right now Kodak is nowhere to be found. So the digital camera have taken over. It have disrupted the traditional camera. And it's like I say, it is the thing about Kodak fail to change. And in fact, right now, you look at that. How many of you still buy cameras? We are all using our handphone to take pictures, right? How about the handphone world? We used to see this big bottle of this Motorola handphone, which is costing $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in Singapore. But eventually, it becomes smaller to become Nokia. And Nokia used to be the #1 brand in the world. But where is Nokia right now? It's taken over by digital phones, like a smartphone like Apple. And same thing like Nokia and Motorola, because they fail to change and pick up, right on the smartphone era, they right now are nowhere to be found. How about look at taxi? Taxi is disrupted by Uber and Grab, especially. You look at that, Uber and Grab are the biggest transportation company in the whole world, but they don't own one single vehicles in the world. So you look at that, how have Uber and Grab disrupted the taxi industry? It is all about you finding the right trend. How about talking about money? Has the money revolved? Has money disrupted? Yes, you look at WeChat in China. In China, people rarely use currency anymore. They rarely take out their currency notes anymore. Everything that they buy, from buying vegetable in the wet market to the supermarket to the hotels to the restaurants, everywhere they are just tapping their handphone and go via buy WeChat Pay or Alipay. So you look at this whole thing, but in terms of this payment, it is just only more popular in China. The international people that go into China, you can't use WeChat Pay because you need a bank account in China to use that. So if you look at that, what has come into the space in the world is something called Bitcoin. Soon or later, or even now, you can go to many, many places and pay, from your cappuccino to buying house, to buying car, to buying land, using Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is one single currency that is totally decentralized. So we are looking forward to the world of digital currency. So we are talking about trend that is going from the industrial to the information to the digital age right now. So look at the evolution of money. What has money evolved from? Butter trading, you trading from a chicken to egg, chicken to egg, chicken to duck, duck to chicken, and that kind of thing. But eventually people, exchange via gold bar. All right, but gold bar is still not very portable, because why? How could you bring a gold bar anywhere and then try to shave off to buy a cup of cappuccino? Sometimes you may just shave off too much and you say, oops, too much, I'll take it back. So it's not going to be too easy to use it. Eventually, people come out, invented this thing called paper money. People start to print paper money to use it as a currency out there. And sometimes that is one of the problems, because in 1973, President Nixon just took away the pegging of the gold to the US dollar. Therefore, the US dollar right now is not pegged to anything at all. If today you have $1 million, you'll be very happy. But if the federal decided to print another $1 million, your $1 million become half. If they print another 1 million, it becomes 1/4. If they print another million, it becomes 0. So right now, paper currency is, other than the government's backing it, there's nothing, right? And eventually, we invented this thing called electronic money. People are sending money here and there. I'm sure all of us now, when we send money or we transfer money, we don't go to the bank and take out physical money and give it to the next person out there, physical money. We just click on a button and our money is just transferred over. So it is just the 0 and 1. If you're thinking about this transferring money is just using electronically, why not physical currency? So of course, in the year 2000, that is the birth of cryptocurrency in the world. And that have totally changed everything, all right? So let's talk about what is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first digital currency that came out into the world, and is founded in 2009, right? And it's the one and only decentralized, currency in the world, whereby no governments, no central banks is controlling, and of course, more importantly, no one can manipulate it. Whether you like it or not, all our currency are somehow or rather manipulated by our government. And the next thing is that Bitcoin can be traded and is used as a store asset. That means you can keep it and you increase in value, and you can buy things electronically, just like dollar, yen, or euro. And of course, more importantly, you must get this point. Bitcoin is absolutely limited in supply. There's only 21 million Bitcoin in the whole world. And it bypasses all the banks, cutting down all the middlemen, bringing down all the fees. And of course, Bitcoin, it doesn't drop from the sky. Someone have to use their computing power to mine it, just like doing the verifications, the recording, and the broadcasting of the transaction to the world, just like what bank is doing. But right now, it's given to the people that is able to do that. So a lot of people ask me this question: is that a real demand in Bitcoin? All right, look at this graph. You can find this graph on the blockchain.com and look at the number of transactions from 2009 all the way to 2019. All right, there is already 423 million transactions out there. Is that something? If you look at this curve in the economic world, it's called exponential growth. All right, if you see in the coming months or years, you will see more and more people using Bitcoin to transact. Right, so let's look at who else out there is endorsing Bitcoin. This is reported by CNBC. Japan make Bitcoin as a legal tender. Ladies and gentlemen, Japan is not a third world country. They are a first world country. If it's a first world country, endorsing it as a legal tender, is that something? Since 6th of November 2017, Japan has already endorsed Bitcoin as a legal tender. And if you go to Japan, there's over 300,000 stores, able to accept Bitcoin, as little as those what we call 7-Eleven, like a convenience store, able you to spend Bitcoin. And how about Amazon? Amazon is the first platform or company out there that accepted Bitcoin as a payment. Look at this. And of course, in Asia, Singapore, our Singapore government, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, in 2016, November, already started to look at how they can use digital currency to transfer money from different country. So we uses this thing called distributed ledger technology. It's another name called blockchain. How about look at this? Money 2020, Singapore Central Bank, confirmed international blockchain payment plan. Our Temasek Vertex investing in cryptocurrency exchange called Binance, one of the biggest cryptocurrency in the world. And of course, you look at that, this Ministry of Finance and the Minister of Finance, Mr. Taman, issue up to 5 digital bank license. Right, look at that, digital bank license. I want you to sink in a little bit why our government is issuing a digital bank license. Is that preparing for digital bank services and so on and so forth? It is a clear sign to you if you haven't get it. All right. More importantly, right now you look at this. Nasdaq, opens to make Bitcoin as the cryptocurrency exchange. Nasdaq opens to becoming cryptocurrency exchange. Is that big? Next thing. Right, one of our F&B outlet called Sakai Sushi, issued the first F&B Bitcoin that is issuing to their customer. Singapore Airline, one of I think the second most popular airline in the world, launched the big blockchain, digital wallet with their KrisFlyer miles. And MasterCard win patent for speeding up crypto payment. This is big time. We know that MasterCard is in the payment or transaction business. If they are coming in, that is a very, very clear sign, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the world's largest asset manager that managed about $6.3 trillion worth of asset, BlackRock, it is exploring cryptocurrency. So if you look at all this, countries, asset manager out there, they are all putting their hands and legs into cryptocurrency. For me, ordinary people, we will just have to follow their footsteps, and I think we can make some money. Okay, and of course, you see JP Morgan rolling out their first US dollar bank-backed cryptocurrency, and of course, the famous Libra coin issued by Facebook. And you look at that is if you look at all the people and all the unicorn company that's behind this project, like Uber, PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, so on and so forth, you should see a sign that all the unicorn company are all coming together to endorse cryptocurrency. Okay, so how about the richest man on earth, Jeff Bezos? He said that Bitcoin is digital gold and blockchain is going to change the world. One of my mentors say very simple: if you want to be wealthy and rich, just follow what the rich and famous or the wealthy do. So if the richest man on earth think that Bitcoin is something worthwhile for them to invest, I will just have to follow. The next thing, in Singapore, right, we have this cafe that only accept cryptocurrency as a payment. You can't go in and pay via Singapore dollar. They'll ask you to go to the ATM machine there to exchange your Singapore dollar with Bitcoin and pay for your Frappuccino. How about this? Singapore, one of the guy uses Ethereum to buy a Honda Vezzo, which is a brand new car. Oh my God. So these are only a few cases that you can use Bitcoin, but in the world right now, anything, I can share you many things that you can, from buying air tickets, booking hotels, to buying lands, buying cars, Lamborghini, whatever you want, you can use Bitcoin. All right, especially in Singapore, one of our food court, Kopitiam, is taking e-payment to the next level by using cryptocurrency. This is one of the biggest food courts in Singapore. If they are taking the stand of accepting cryptocurrency, the next big wave is going to come. And of course, you look at Malaysia, one of the small little hawker stores selling fish head noodle store accepting Bitcoin since 2017. I'm sure this guy makes a lot of money. How about their Nasi Lemak store, their national car, so on and so forth. And of course, new Starbucks partnership with Microsoft, allowing customers to pay for their Frappuccino using Bitcoin. Look at this. And of course, like I say, what do they have all in common, right? They have in common this thing called, they all endorse in somehow or other in Bitcoin. Like Sir Richard Branson is saying, I have invested in Bitcoin because I believe its potential and the capacity it has to transform global payment is exciting. Tim Draper said that Bitcoin could reach its massive value by 2022. He predicted that Bitcoin could be potentially become $250,000. And of course, Bill Gates said that the future of money is digital currency. And of course, last but not least, Jeff Bezos is the first company, Amazon, using Amazon to accept Bitcoin as a payment. All right. So what do they have in common? They are in the right trend. They spotted the right trend at the right timing. Of course, they take massive action. So with that, like I say, if you once you know all this thing, how can you ride on the opportunity of digital currency, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, so on and so forth? What are the platforms out there that's available for us to ride on it and make some big money in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months? So for that, I just want to bring up the legendary leaders from Canada that came to Singapore and bring this amazing platform to Asia. We are forever grateful to him. And he is one guy that I will say I will have to put my heads, really to him and salute him that he makes everything happen. So he is the best person because he's living his life, from zero to hero in less than 3 months. So I shall let him share you what is the vehicles that make him from zero to a hero. So with that, Luigi, take it away.
Listen, you know what? You did an amazing presentation today. I'm really proud of you. It's different from what we do. So I'm not even going to do a full presentation because it was just awesome. And this is what it's all about, everybody. I want you to realize this. The calls that we're doing every day on Zoom, it's not about Luigi alone, because if it's only about Luigi, people will not want to join you. This is about you stepping out of your comfort zone and taking massive action. Just like Mike is doing right now. He's getting out of his comfort zone. He's coming in front of everybody. He's taking action and he's leading the way. And if he can do that, you know what? I'm happy, because it means that the Wednesdays on Asian calls, I might not always be here. He can just take care of the call for me. So thank you very much, Mike. Beautiful presentation. I love your slides. I love the whole idea that you did today. It was just perfect. I mean, I could share a little bit of how the comp plan works and how we make money. I'll just do that, okay? For people that are watching here new, how can you actually make money in Cloud Token? I'll go over that, but just very shortly. And after that, I want to bring on Sin Hawk, who was another amazing leader in Asia. I want him to share some thoughts. And also Dee Washington, who's there. Dee is just an amazing soul, super energy, powerful. And of course, Alan too. So let me just here share my screen and just go over a couple of things. First of all, I want you to realize something, that we're doing Zoom calls every day. So example, today, okay? Today, there's a call right now. This is 9 p.m. in Singapore. So it's good for Malaysia, for Hong Kong, and everywhere there. Of course, here in America, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. But you know what? In the UK, it's 6 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. In Europe, it's 3 o'clock. But we're also having another call today. The call that we're doing today, there's a second call. And if you go to my Facebook group or WhatsApp or Telegram, wherever you are in, because you're supposed to be in one of the communities that we're in, I just want to show you what I posted today there. So you understand how our Zoom calls work, okay? This is really to help you bring Cloud Token to the next level. And on every call, we're going to have amazing leaders that'll be talking differently, because remember that some people might connect with me. Some people might connect with Mike. Some people might connect with Dee. And that's why we always want to have different leaders on these calls. It's not about Luigi. It's about everybody stepping up and becoming leaders on these calls. So if you look at here today, I posted, look at this, how beautiful. Wednesday, September 7th. 2 calls today. Invite your guests. I am back and ready to take this to the next level, which with everybody here. Singapore, 9 p.m. That's right now. Then after that, look at this, India, 6:30. That's for people that were in India. Right now it's 6:30 p.m. Of course, and we have a second call today. If you have people in Central Europe, that's Central Europe is Germany, France. It's at 9 o'clock tonight for them. If you have people in South Africa, well, South Africa, it's at 9 o'clock, the other call. If you have people in the Middle East, in Egypt, it's 9 o'clock. People in America, it's 9 a.m. So you have all these different time zones. So when I post it, reach out to your people that you know worldwide. And so these are the times for them, okay? It's not your time. So if you know somebody in South Africa today, you can call them and say, hey, because it's always the same link for all the calls. You can reach out and say, I want you to invite you to this call. Come listen to it. You might learn about Cloud Token. And when I say South Africa, we're talking about the whole continent of Africa. Now, if you know people in Nigeria, Uganda, wherever they are, just make sure that the time zone, example, if South Africa, it's 9 o'clock, what time is it in Ghana? Is it the same time? Is it an hour before or later? It's up to you to do the math, okay? So these are, and we're doing these every day for all the different time zones. We'll prepare a little schedule that we'll post in all the communities because Mike and Hawk have WhatsApp, Telegram, we have Facebook groups, so we'll post it. And anybody that wants to collaborate with us as a leader on one of these calls, you just reach out to us and you can be the presenter on one of these calls. I'll be more than happy. I don't like talking every call. I love it to see somebody who comes up to the plate like today. It really feels good. So, okay, so today you have people in Africa, Europe, Middle East. Get them on the next call that we're doing later, okay? You have time. Here's the link right here. Reach out to them. Get them to today's call. You want to blow up your teams there? You just let us speak. It's going to be another amazing call. So with that, I'm going to go to my PowerPoint and share with you how do we make money with Cloud Token. There's two ways you can make money. The first one is by your personal deposit. So you decide what you want to start with. Of course, you have to start with, listen, you can start with $100. But the problem is if you want to get paid on your team building from your team, you need to have at least, let me just go again, at least $500 value or more to get paid on your team building. So what we tell everybody is this.
Louis, sorry. Can we just talk about a little concept about Cloud Token first before we go into the marketing plan?
Well, then go ahead. Talk about the concept. I'll get into the marketing.
Yeah. Thank you. No, I'm okay. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, this is basically a super wallet whereby you can deposit your cryptocurrency into our wallet, and more importantly, this is one and only wallet out there that show you the transparency of it, whereby they help you to do what we call arbitrage trading. So arbitrage trading is very simple. Basically, let's say you want to buy Bitcoin. You can buy in many exchanges. Let's say you go from exchanges 1 or A. You can buy, let's say today it's at $12,000. And exchanges B, they only sell at $11,800. What is different there? It's a $200 difference. So if you can spot, or you can buy from exchange B at $11,800 and sell it at exchange A at $12,000, you can make the difference of $200. So manually, you can already do that in any exchanges out there. But in our super wallet, we have this AI, which is the artificial intelligence bot that can do this for you in every seconds, every minute out there, whereby it can mix you between 6 to 12% potentially. And this is where the big opportunity is. And you can see on the screen that we are using a fully automated AI trading bot to show it to you. And more importantly, our wallet can show you an order history. You can see on it. And we give you basically just have to deposit. If you have Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, just deposit in our super wallet. And it's a no-brainer out there that earns you between 6 to 12% monthly on your capital. I let you sink it a little bit. It is 6 to 12% monthly on your capital. So it is to say like you are putting money in a bank, a digital bank on Cloud Token wallet, then it makes you money automatically every day. And accumulatively, you get 6 to 12% a month. When I saw this, I said, oh my God, this is the best thing that happens in my life. I do nothing. I don't have to do trading. I don't look at charts. I don't have to do mining. the AI robot just trade and trade and trade and trade, and I earn and I earn and I earn and I earn and I earn. That is how it works. All right. And you can ask from your friend to show you their apps, or later download our cloud token apps from either your Play Store, your Google Store, or your Apple App Store, and you can see that from you. But more importantly, you must get the referral code from your friend, because you need the referral code to get into the apps. That is very, very, very important. And with that, Luigi, take it away from there.
Oh, thank you. And it's very important, to follow the idea, because remember, there's new people here. So it's very nice to explain the concept of Bitcoin, but you have to also explain a little bit the concept of what this is all about. So you pretty much simplified it. It's, in a nutshell, it just means that if you're holding cryptocurrency on Binance or on an exchange, example, let's say you have a 0.5 on Binance. Next year, when you open up your Binance account, how much will you have? A 0.5, right? Yes. Well, what happens if you hold your 0.5 in the Cloud Token wallet? Well, imagine you're getting rewarded 6 to 12% a month just for holding your 0.5 of Cloud Token. Now, that 0.5 of Cloud Token, it's yours. You can withdraw or cancel at any time. And there's no lock time where you have to leave it there for 6 months. No. It's your 0.5. You want to leave it there, you leave it there. You want to take it out, you can take it out. Then as long as you leave it there, you're getting rewarded 6 to 12% a month. And your reward are getting paid in Cloud Tokens. Understand this carefully. Now, Cloud Tokens, I want you to understand what it means, okay? Look at Cloud Token. When we started 1 month ago, it was at, 2 months ago, at 30 cents. That was when we launched it in Bangkok. So if you would have started 2 months ago, let's say you would have put in $1,000, okay, of Bitcoin. Well, every month you would be rewarded between 6 to 12% of Cloud Tokens every day. It's like if that's free, because your $1,000 is yours, and every day you're getting free Cloud Tokens. Now, the Cloud Tokens that you're getting rewarded, imagine you're getting paid at the value it was, okay, 30 cents. Now, imagine if you would have kept these Cloud Tokens till today. You could have sold them all at 47 cents. So it means that what you're making every day is also going up in value. It's a no-brainer. You're getting free Cloud Tokens that are going up in value. On top of that, the Cloud Tokens that you're making every day, I'm going to speak slowly because I have people from South Africa and Asia. The Cloud Tokens that you're making every day, not only are they going up in value, but you can sell them anytime you want. Now, if you have a little bit of, need to understand a little bit more, you can reach back to the person who's been sharing this with you to understand how everything works exactly. So basically, in a nutshell, it just means that you can, let's say you accumulated 100 Cloud Tokens, and you say, now they're at 47 cents, I want to sell them. No problem. You can sell them all, convert them to Ethereum, and cash them out. What I love about this is this. Not only can your initial deposit is yours, you can take it out when you want if you're not happy. Second thing, whatever you're making as earnings every day, you can cash them out right away, all of it, or you can leave it there and wait till they go up. So what I do is I leave half of it there, and half of it I take it out. This is how I do my business. Now, you can do your business how you want. It's a beautiful concept. Now, why is it beautiful? I'll tell you why. The first reason why it's beautiful is because of this man right here. I want you to look at this man. This is Ronald I. Ronald I is the reason why Mike, Senhawk, D, and all of us we're just in love with this man for, there's a lot of reasons, but I think the basic reason is for his transparency and his honesty. So I'm just going to bring it out here. Let me say here, where are you, Ronald? Cloud Token. I'm going to bring it up to Ronald because I'm not going to get into all the slides here. We talked about a lot of things. So, it doesn't matter here. Let me do it the other way around. Doesn't matter. Today was a special day, so we'll just go. We'll go handy way. So basically, Ronald I is this individual right here, where we met him for the first time. Mike, Senhawk, and me at the Bangkok event. That was the 12th of May. This is the first time we met Ronald I. Now I want you to listen to this because cryptocurrency, I hope you understand that, is the easiest way to make money online is cryptocurrency. But what happens is that since it's the easiest way to make money, this is also where you see the most scams, the most money games, the most people that try to steal your money. And we've all been through that, okay? This is the biggest concern of everybody. So our concern as leaders was, are we going to bring in our people, our friends, our family? Look, Mike brought in his sister, his mother, his wife, his daughter, his son, Senhawk. Everybody's bringing everybody in, our family also. Why? Because we trust Ronald I. Ronald I, when we met him for the first time, we sat down and we said, okay, how are you going to pay us? He's paying us with the AI trading transform that Mike said. So basically, there's a software that takes your money and does trading for us, and they pay us. Now, when we asked Ronald, can we see the live trades? He said yes. So that's called transparency. Not all the companies out there have transparency. The other thing I want you to understand is this. See, it's very important to understand just this small detail. They do live trades. The money that they make extra from the live trades, after they pay you, not only they pay you for your 6 to 12%, but they also pay you for sharing it, which I'll get into just very shortly because you can make a lot of money sharing it. Once they pay us all that money, what is left over goes into the reserve funds. That is what brings the cloud token from 30 cents to 47 cents, my friends. Now, what we love is that since it's transparent, we can see the live trades, so we can see that what he's paying out and what's left, we can see it. Now, we also asked Ronald, can we see the reserve funds? And he showed it to us. And he's also going to show it to everybody once a day. That's transparency. He's ready to show you everything. He has nothing to hide. So now, when we speak to Ronald and we ask him all these hard questions, and he answers us right away without hesitation, genuine, okay? So the first time we see him, he sells us. Well, then I say to myself, I say to Mike, either he's a very good actor, okay? So maybe. The second time we see him again was at the leadership call. And again at the leadership call, we ask him all these hard questions, not just me, all the leaders, other questions, because we want to make sure that this is genuine, that this is real. Well, again, the second time at the leadership call, he sells us again. He answers all our questions, and again, he comes out genuine, transparent. So then I say to Mike, Mike, either he's a very good actor or me and you are really dumb. Okay, that's the second time. But then we saw him again at the live event in Singapore. At the live event in Singapore, again, we sat down, me, Mike, Senhawk, and a lot of leaders. That was before the live event. And again, we asked him all these other questions because we always have different questions for him. And again, he answered us like, wow, automatically trying. So this time I look at Mike, I say, you know what, Mike? He's not 3 times, he's not lying, and me and you are not dumb 3 times. So this is the real deal, my friends. I hope you understand that, okay? 3 times we see this man. 3 times we ask him hard questions. 3 times he gives us all the answers. It's the real deal. That's why we're so blessed, and that's why everybody here is so happy. And we're all ready to bring this to the next level. We really are, okay? So this is the reason why, Ronald I. There's also a lot of little other reasons, but I'm just going to get into one little thing because I want everybody to share a little bit of input today, okay? You know that you can make money by just holding on to it, and you're getting rewarded 6 to 12%. What happens if you share it? It becomes very lucrative. Very, very lucrative. How lucrative? Let me give you an example here. This one here, just this here. On your first level, you get 100% matching bonus. What does that mean? Well, if I sign up Mike puts in $1,000. Now I'm just going to put it at 10% because 10% to do the math is easier to calculate than 7% or 6 or 7.5. Okay? So Mike puts in $1,000. He makes 10%. 10% of 1,000 is $100 every month. Perfect. Now, since Mike is on my first level, I make 100% matching bonus. So if Mike makes $100, I make $100 every month. As long as Mike leaves his $1,000 there, I'm making $100 every month. Thank you very much, Mike. Pretty nice, eh? And you know what? You can have as many people as you want on your first level. You can have 1, 10, 20, 1. It doesn't matter. As many as you want on your first level. Now, let's go one step further. Mike brings in his friend Senhawk. And Senhawk puts in $5,000. Well, on your second level, you get a 50% matching bonus. So now, Senhawk is on level 1 of Mike. Senhawk puts in $5,000. He makes 10%, so he makes $500 every month. Senhawk is on level 1 of Mike. Mike makes $500 every month because of Senhawk. Now, guess what? Senhawk is on level 2 of Luigi because he's on my level 2. Well, I make 50%. So if Senhawk makes $500, Luigi makes $250 every month. Isn't that amazing? Level 1, level 2. What about level 3 to level 21? 5% matching bonus. What does that mean? It means there's somebody on your third level. You didn't bring him in. You brought in Mike. Mike brought in Senhak. Senhak brought in D. Okay? And D puts in $2,000. Well, 5% of 2,000 is $10 a month. Hey, if D is on my third level, I'm getting $10 a month because it's 5% of, well, 5% of 100 is $5. 5% of 200 is $10. Hey, 5% is not a lot. But when you look at level 3 to level 21, it becomes a lot of money because, listen, on your level 1, you bring in 3 people. 3 people bring in 3 people. On your level 2, you have 9 people. 9 people bring in 3 people. On your level 3, you have 27 people. You understand how exponentially this grows? You can get down to level 21 and have thousands and thousands of people on level 21. And you're getting 5% every month from everybody. This compensation plan is amazing. Now, when we talk about transparency, I want you to understand that you say, hey, Luigi, how can they afford to pay out so much? We did the calculation with Ronald. We asked him how much he was making. We saw how much he was making. We saw how much he was paying. And there's still money in the reserve funds to bring the price up. It's an amazing opportunity. The numbers are real, okay? And everything is real about this. Now, of course, there's rank advancement bonuses, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. I'm not going to get into that. It's just extra money as you're going up the ranks. You can always reach out to your upline to have a little bit more of an explanation of how all of this works, okay? So if you're new here today and you like what you see and you're hearing, and you want something that's real, that's transparent, that's going to be there for a long time for the right reasons, you get back to the person who's been sharing this with you and get their referral code, like Mike said. The other thing I want to share with you, just bring it on to my friends here, is this. CTO, what's beautiful is earning and spending. You know, you're earning money with your deposits. You're earning money by sharing it. But pretty soon, we're going to be able to spend our CTOs in an ecosystem, meaning we're going to have an e-commerce platform. The money that we make on the e-commerce platform is going to be added to the reserve funds. Now, why is that important? Listen, let's just back up one more time. Remember I said to you, how does the price of CTO go from 30 cents to 47 cents? It goes up with the trading, the money that we give Ronald. He uses trading. And the trading, he doesn't do alone. He has a team of traders. He has a real office in Malaysia that we can all visit. This is the real deal, everybody. It's not just a make-believe office. It's real. Now, when he does the trading, the money that's extra goes into the reserve funds. Pretty soon, we're going to have more income in the reserve funds. Why is that good? I'll explain why. Because as we have the e-commerce platform, the money from that make goes into the reserve funds. What does that do to Cloud Token? It makes price go up faster. Also, we're going to have travel. We'll be able to buy flights, booking, hotels, cruises, all that we can buy with CTOs in the company. Now, imagine you're spending money with CTO. Now, the money we're making CTO goes into reserve funds. So that means that the Cloud Token goes up even faster. It's another reason. How about Cloud Token card that we're going to have pretty soon? The fees from the card are also going to be added to reserve funds. There's going to be lots of revenues coming into this company in the next couple of months. So right now is the time to accumulate CTOs while they are low, because pretty soon we are going to see them go up faster than what we've seen so far. So trust me, you want to get back to the person as soon as you can, because the best is just yet to come. We've only been here 2 months, and we're just seeing so many blessings, so many beautiful things happening so fast. So right now, the timing is just perfect, okay? And last and not least, I'm just going to end on one little note. I shared this at my African tour. I want you to understand this because this is so important. Attitude is everything, okay? I don't care what you're doing, what business, whether it's you're working online, your business, your family, your relatives, your kids, your workout philosophy, whatever it is, what you're trying to do, attitude is the answer to everything, okay? It's so much the attitude that even mathematically, you say, how can attitude be so important in everything that we do? I'll tell you why. Let's look at this here, A, B, C, D, all the way up to Z, okay? Let's give a number for each letter of the alphabet. So the letter A is number 1. The letter B is number 2. The letter C is number 3. Letter D is number 4, all the way up to Z, which is number 26. Now let's go with some words here. So hard work, let's add the mathematics to it here. So H is number 8. A is number 1. R is number 18. So if you add up all the numbers for hard work is, how much is it, Mike? Put your mic on.
98%.
So that means that hard work is important for success, right? Yes, that's what it means. It means hard work. How do we get successful? We work hard, you and me, right, Mike?
Yep.
So it's important. How about knowledge? Knowledge of understanding everything, you know, like to be knowledgeable, to understand where is Cloud Token, why is Cloud Token, where are we going with Cloud Token, who is Ronald, why? Well, I think that knowledge is also important, eh? How much does knowledge come out to? It comes out to 96%, everybody. 96. Okay, here there's an error. It's 96% because here, let me just put it here on. So the number here, forget love. So knowledge is 96%. Okay. How about the word love? Love is L is 12, O is 15, V is 22, and E is 5. So the word love is 54%. So is love important in success, Mike? Not too much, eh? Look, if not too much, because look at my story. I lost my job and my wife 3 months ago. Did I succeed anyways? So love is not important in success, my friends. Not that important. I'm sorry. It's not that important. It's mostly hard work and knowledge. Then after that, how about luck? You know, luck, you know, oh, he's lucky, she's lucky. Why am I not lucky? Look at this. Well, what is luck? 12% is 47% luck. So is luck important? No. How about the word attitude? Attitude. A is 1, T is 20, T is 20, I is 9. If you add up all the numbers of attitude, how much is it, Mike?
100%.
It's the only word in the whole alphabet that is 100% is attitude. It's kind of strange coincidence, eh? I want you to remember that. When you wake up each morning, you wake up, you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I am beautiful and I'm going to have a beautiful day and I'm going to make everybody around me happy. And it's all your attitude, okay? I'm going to leave it with that. Thanks, everybody who's been sharing their thoughts. I want to finish with a couple of guests here. Let's start with my friend, Dee. You're an amazing spirit. And I'm going to end also with Senhawk and Alan. Dee, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey.
I want to say great presentation, Mike, Luigi. And hey, guys, you know, I want to say something, you know, this is the most transparent business I have ever, you know, got involved in. I've done many a previous business, especially with the crypto space, and they all failed. And the reason why they failed, because they always had the opportunity before the product. And they presented the opportunity, but they never delivered that product. And so with this company by itself, when I saw the product and I saw the CTO, I said, they already have the product. So I'm going to deliver this opportunity to many people as I can so that they could be successful. So that is my journey with this project. And I just seen nothing but success. Luigi, you have amazing testimony. You know, it's just this whole thing is just powerful. And I mean, I'm so glad to be here and be a part of this journey.
Thank you very much. I like something that you mentioned, and it was that there's many projects that I've also been a part of where it was the marketing team that had a great idea, but they didn't really have the product. So they're trying to finish it up, and we never went to the end. So now it's the other way around. It's the product team, which is the trading, the idea, the technology, which they have it already, and now they're trying to make the marketing around it. So it's the other way around, and
That's right.
It's way better. It makes a lot of sense. Thank you. Senhawk, my brother from another mother.
Hi guys, hi Luigi. Wow, you must have a good time from Africa. I always wanted to go for Africa, but haven't really made it. One day we shall go Africa and see our dear sister Dee. Okay, so it has been an amazing opportunity when we chanced upon it. Thanks Luigi for introducing to Singapore. When we chanced about it 3 months ago, we took a first steps. We opened up the accounts and evaluated and do a few more things. right? And since then, it has been amazing. And time over the last 3 months, Cloud Token has blown us out of our mind, right? The products and features has developed so much over the 3 months, and there are many more things to come, right? And the company has put in place a grand vision, and we are very blessed to be in this opportunity that we are able to be in this part of the historical moment, that we're able to contribute, not only make money, but contribute to the adoption of the whole crypto adoptions into the real world. And very soon, if Cloud Token were to take off with the latest technology that Ronald has put in, which is the Aura technology, which is able to transfer these crypto over a very fast speed over the counter, we can use this as a real utilization in our daily life. Imagine one day if that is fulfilled, we'll be very proud and very honored to be in this part of the historical moment. And of course, in the last 3 months, the result has been great. We have bring in many good people, very Cloud Token warriors to work together, include Mike. I learned so much from Mike on crypto. That crypto is an ongoing trend. I'm going to spend a lot of my time in the next many years of my life to learn about crypto, because there's a trend of the future. And we are bringing Alan, which is so energetic, and bringing a bunch of people, right? So it's amazing, and the result is fantastic. I mean, on the income basis, it's really sometimes it's unbelievable. I am not a very big business at the moment, but I'm getting a 4-digit US dollar income per day. Okay, 4-digit US dollar per day. And of course, Luigi has gone to 5-digit. And some of the people in the world has gone to 5-digit per day. So we're talking about income per day. Even you get $200 US per day is also good. So we've been helping a dozen of people, even in Singapore, to get $100 to $200 US dollar per day, which is like when you reach to C1 level, which just now Luigi mentioned, you are getting $100 to $500 US per day. Definitely, we are on the ground zero of this opportunity. And if for those people who have heard about this, I highly recommend you just download the apps and just try to put a small amount of money so that you get the thing started. And along the way, find out information from the people that refer you, or find out from the team. We have built our global team so that we are able to scale this business to the world. And Luigi has gone to across many continents, fly all the way from North America to Asia and to Africa, and then to Europe and to the whole part of the world. And the world is just connected by a button through Zoom, right? So this amazing opportunity. So right on it. All right. So Luigi, thank you very much, and we talk to you again.
Thank you. Just beautiful words, and you're an amazing person. Also, I really respect you. Listen, we're going to end it with Alan. Alan was also one of the key leaders here at this big Singapore event. He's very happy, has a beautiful smile, very energetic, and he believes in this project. He believes in it because it's real. It's not just the money. It's not just the money game. Okay, that's what he likes about it. He wants something that he wants some real numbers. It does not matter how fast it goes up the price. What he wants is the real price, and that's what we have in Cloud Token. We have the real price. The other thing that I also want to mention to everybody is these calls are so important. I hope you saw what we can do on these calls. Invite people to our calls. Whether you have people in Africa, people in Germany, people in America, you can use our Zooms because, you know, like in Asia, I saw that they do live meetings. But now they want to integrate these Zooms to get all their people to start connecting with people in other countries. And that's what's going to happen to all the teams in Asia now. They start connecting their people worldwide. They're going to have teams all over the world. So us here in America, we're used to working with Zooms, but now I saw that the live events that they do also in Asia are also very good. So we're going to start doing live events in America, and Asia's going to start doing Zoom events all over the world. So let's combine all of this in a big spaghetti and make it happen all worldwide. Alan, it's your turn. You can end the call, buddy. And listen, everybody, this is going to be recorded. I'm going to be sharing it to the Telegram, WhatsApp, and all the groups, okay? Sign up, Mike. I'll share today's call to everybody after. It's all yours, Alan. Open your mic and let's close this call. I'm going to let you say the last word.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, cool. This is Alan, and I'm from Singapore. And of course, this is an amazing trip right now. because after I met Sing Hawk, Mike, and Luigi, so my life changes and all my friends changes. All my friends' life changes, and especially my family life changes as well. And so I would like to thank the team and of course Luigi from from Canada and came all the way to Singapore and really sent all his know-how to us, which gave us a lot of strength. And we are working hard. We are working hard for everyone and of course for ourselves and for everybody. And great to know many friends from all over the world. And we hope to see everyone every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Singapore time. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Alan. Bye, everybody. Bye, Senhak. Bye, Mike.
Just for
Hey guys, it's very nice to meet you.
So, like I say, if you are first time coming here, invited by your friend, do get back to your friend immediately after this call because you are witnessing something that is going to grow big. Like I say from the start of the presentation, it is about you getting the right trend right now. Cryptocurrency is the trend in the next decade, 20 years, 30 years. More importantly, you're in the right timing right now. We are going to grow to the moon. And more importantly, you taking the right action because we cannot guarantee you anything if you do something here. We can guarantee if you do nothing, you will earn nothing. The worst case scenario, you get a 6 to 12% a month on your capital. And I think that is kind of like a no-brainer. Like what the US people say, it's a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
No-brainer. So do take that little bit of action, trust yourself. The worst case is 6 to 12% a month. Your life can start from here. You can change from here, from this minute, this second. Because sometimes it's your decision that's going to change your destiny. So, ladies and gentlemen, you only live once. Make it count. Bye-bye. Good night. Luigi, take a picture. C5. Alan, C5, take a picture. Screenshot already? All right. Good night, everybody.
I said I will use that picture on the recording that I post. Okay, makes sense.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Good night.